So this year we got Denzel Curry, Jid, Pusha T, Lupe, Kendrick. There's one more dude. Is it Vince Staples? Joey Badass. We got like literally like every rapper, every significant rapper of the last 5 years came out with an album this year, and it was like, this is my best shot at a classic. I don't know if it was because of the pandemic and folks were just in the lab like real hard the last year and a half, but it feels like so many rappers that have only been relevant for the last 5-6 years. Somebody said Drake. No. So many rappers that have only been relevant in the last 5-6 years, which is the generation like after the generation where hip hop was relevant to me, came out with literally near classic albums this year. Somebody said J. Cole, so J. Cole didn't come out, but that Dreamville album, did that come out this year? Did that Dreamville album come out this year? I feel like it did. So like hip hop is as good now, from my perspective, as it's been since the 90s. Like I will always, because that's my era, I will always say the best era in hip hop is the early to mid 90s. The gap where in the middle of that, gangster rap was really popping off, but it hadn't fully took over. And then by like 97, shiny suit rap had taken over and the corporations had figured out the game. So like you lost a lot of variety. But in that like 93 to 96, 92 to 97, like that was such a golden age of hip hop from my perspective. It doesn't hurt that I was in my like preteen going into teenage years there. So like obviously I'm biased, but the thing I've pointed out in a couple of videos is that the variety was crazy. And it was crazy with no streaming. Like the radio was responsible for playing you Ghetto Boys, Twista, and Wu-Tang Clan in an hour, right? And so like that's dope. And I don't think it'd be, well, I would say it can't be replicated if not for right now with the gatekeepers gone. You don't have to get on the radio. Hell, is there hip hop radio anymore? It's all streaming. So you got these young cats on these very different record deals, making, and old cats, again, Nas, Lupe, making amazing stuff. Like people, and so yeah, so the point I'm trying to get to is that there are people my age that still think hip hop is dead. They still think that there is no good hip hop out since, I don't know, Lasers, which wasn't all that good, since 444. Like, and that's so untrue. And I like really like, I have so much pity for any person that was a rap fan of the last 20, 30 years that has missed all of this amazing hip hop that has been done just this year, let alone the last couple of years. I pity them because you're missing out on stuff. And I say that as a casual fan of the shit because I can't consume hip hop like I used to. So like literally some of the best hip hop in a decade has been put out in the last couple of years. And folks are still, you know, waiting on Jay Electronica's follow-up. And I like Jay Electronica's album. A lot of people didn't like it. But you get my point.